Well, hello everybody, welcome back to M&B Warband. May I first take this opportunity to apologise for the fact that it's been very sporadic, the uploads of this series over the last sort of couple of weeks. I hadn't intended for it to be. I really hate that the schedule that we got going for ourselves has kind of just sort of gone in the dirt now. I do intend to get it back. I've just been so busy with, you know, my real life outside of this. I mean, sometimes it just goes that I don't have time to make videos for a while, and that's unfortunately been the case over the last couple of weeks. But never fear, because I do have some time this week, and hopefully we can get lots of Mount and Blade done, and lots of Stellaris done, and lots of everything else done, and we can get back onto that schedule, and it will all be good. But yeah, so it wasn't for lack of anything else, I just didn't have time to make videos, and it was really annoying because I've been having such fun with this game and all the others, but hey-ho, that's been and gone now. Thanks for sticking around. We're back on the Mount and Blade. Right, now, let's get rid of Pedo Bear playing Ark Survival Involved, shall we? And let's, for the time being, have a wander around, because there's been a little bit of stuff happen off camera that you won't have seen. I decided that I would just go down and recruit a load of Saranids, that, speaking of which, actually have some upgrades to be had for themselves. That's a pretty good situation, isn't it? That's fantastic. Okay, yeah, I thought I was going to do that on the video, but I've been having some computer-related issues today, and yes, and in fact, for a couple of days, to be honest. I think they've been down to overheating. Basically, you know, the graphics card has been crashing, and the whole computer's been dying when it feels like it, which has lent itself to be a bit of a problem when I've tried to record videos, because I actually tried to record a bit of this morning and it went wrong. That's why we start a little bit differently to how we ended last time. But as I said, I think I've fixed the problems. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just down to an overheating issue. I've had a good little spring clean in there this afternoon in the computer. Lots of dust coming out. In fact, the table for which I was doing it on is covered in dust right now. I'm going to have to clean that up soon. But I think I've fixed the problem. Just in case I haven't fixed the problem, I'm going to be saving the game a lot today. Because if it does crash, and if the computer does decide to go funny on me, I can recover the footage, but I can't recover the game that I played since I last saved, if that makes sense. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of saving at random points today because there's no autosave feature on this game. But otherwise, shall we actually have a run around? Because right now, we're just sort of looking for fights, if that makes sense. We're trying to take castles where we can, but for the most part, we're just looking to get XP, get level ups, and then, you know, right the injustices done unto us by King Harlus that I've not forgotten. I really don't see how we can continue serving the Kingdom of Swadia after how we've been treated. There's a storm coming, King Harlus, and you best be ready for it because it's gonna be fierce. But for now, we're biding our time. Otherwise, in the off-camera, unfortunately the footage and the stuff that we've lost, I picked a few fights with a few nords, a few standard fights to be had, but there we go. Otherwise, well, I guess we're going to go and try and rescue poor old Rullans. Rullans has been getting looted every few minutes, and I really do feel bad for the people of Rullans because we've been in such a good place with it so far, or eventually we got into such a good place with it. It was a rich village, it was probably the best village in the land, and now horrible Nords and horrible Rodoks have seen fit to ruin that for us. So there will be repercussions there. Otherwise, oh look, that's what I was about to say. Nara keeps getting put on. In fact, the two fights that I had that unfortunately we don't have the footage for anymore happened around here. There's a lot of Nords around here and they seem quite keen on Nara. Luckily, we've got a big garrison in Nara, and then when the 122 of our war party reinforces that garrison, I don't think any invading force is going to stand much of a chance. Now, on the subject of those wars, I've been fiddling with the battle limiter again because I was getting quite annoyed with every time there was a big siege to happen, turning the battle limiter back on or whatever. Sorry, Niz, I will deal with you in a minute, mate. Oh, come on, actually. Is this your... Anyway, as I was saying, with regards to the battle limiter, I've managed to change it so that it's not just on or off. I've managed to set it by rewriting a couple of things in the config files to 600. I think 630 to be exact. And hopefully in doing that, we're never going to need to fiddle with it again, because 630 is definitely going to allow us the big epic scale fights that we've had, you know, on the battlefield. But it should also allow us big fights in the castles without, you know, massive lag. You know, I think, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can support 600 AI on a castle. So it should be big enough to allow us the epic fights, and, you know, make it properly feel like we're outnumbered 6-1 if we're outnumbered 6-1, or vice versa, or whatever. But it's also small enough so that there shouldn't ever be a situation where the game just can't support it. If we do find that 600 is a bit too much, then I know now how we can change it to 500 or 450 or whatever. Hopefully, there is a happy balance there somewhere, but I'm sure we'll find that out. Nizar, haven't got time for this kind of stuff right now, mate. What are you doing? I mean, he doesn't like who we're with in the company, and he doesn't like our general state of affairs, but you know what, man? If you want all these songs sung about you and all these poems written about you, this is how you get them done. It takes hard graft and hard work, Nizar. And I need you, man. You're my light cavalry guy. I need a light cavalry guy, and you're the only person that really fits the criteria in the job description right now. So, although I feel a bit silly for doing it, I'm going to give you only 600 quid. Okay, I thought I was going to be a couple of thousand that he'd need. Well, yeah, see if things improve, mate. Oh, for goodness sake, we can't go one way or the other. It's blooming ridiculous, you know. Nara's getting sieged, so we run to save Nara, and then Ruland is getting looted, so we go there, and then Nara's getting sieged. It's blooming ridiculous. In fact, the episode or so that I recorded that we don't see because of the computer doing funny things on that subject will save the game. Literally, I was just running between the two, trying to stave them away, but I think the people of Nara, well, certainly we make more money from Nara, and the people of Ruland's, I hate to say it, but they're probably used to it by now, but, you know, we need to go and save our friends at Nara. Now, normally what's been happening is I've been running to Nara, and just the sight of myself has scared the Nordic host away. Hopefully that can happen again. I definitely, well, I have knocked out 2 armies. Oh, that's some good news. Yeah, that's some good stuff that's happened there. But as I was saying, hopefully upon seeing Randomus in his 122... the Nordic host here, I don't even see any Nords anywhere, actually. I thought I'd see them, but there they are! Yeah, hopefully we're going to be able to dissuade them from their current tomfoolery. But for now, we're going to upgrade all of these Saronids, and hopefully they're all going to become, in time, horsemen and then Mamelukes. And we're going to go make half of these Swadians into infantry and half of them into man-at-arms. But right now, a Saronid horseman is very much what the doctor ordered. How many of them actually are there here? Approx 400. Well, there's going to be approx 600 of us, 470 or so. So I'm not really sure what your game is here, lads. Oh, actually, there's a few more of them. Ah, no, they've run away. They've seen the error of their ways here. That's what I thought. Pedo Bear, stop ruining my video, man. Can we turn that? Normally, I appear offline when I'm... Oh, that's really good for us. That's really good news. That should dissuade that. Yeah, man, that's actually fantastic news. It just means that half the Nords, or the Nords now have 2 warriors, not just us. Anyway, can we chase these away if we leave the city? Can we chase them away? Because I'm not sure if we're under siege anymore, but 400 of them have run away. I'm not really sure what these guys plan to do, Jalturia. A little too many for me to confidently face in the battlefield without taking a few losses, and I don't really want to take any losses right now. So we'll continue to wait here, man. And best of luck to you if you want to go on our walls. That's what I thought right now. What my tactic's been over the last couple of game days has been, when this has happened and they've all dispersed, chase the weak ones, and that's what we're going to do here. Otherwise, he might pick off one of our caravan, and that absolutely won't happen. My name's Randomus II. You are Jalturia. You've heard of us, well then you should be pretty wise as to how the rest of your day is going to go, Jarl Marriere. 122 against 90. I think that's pretty good, and by the looks of things, we have quite what I would consider a favourable position here. We're going to have the light cavalry go over in the trees with the missile cavalry behind them. We're going to have the light cavalry over here. It was the heavy cavalry that we sent that way. Okay, are we getting a battle line sorted? They've started quite close to us, but I really would like to see that battle line going on here. Yep, Our line's getting in, so I can't actually remember. Yeah, we got our knights going over here and our other fellas heading over there. Right, well then, let's get the infantry in. Let's get the cavalry in. Let's get blooming killing then, shall we? This has actually worked brilliantly. They seem to have gone into 2 groups, which is really beneficial to us, because hopefully what we can get out of today is a lot of the veteran Saranid footmen that we've got upgrading into horsemen and stuff. Unfortunately, a couple of them seem fit to die. That's certainly not what I was instructing here, but I guess deaths happen. In fact, settle down, lads. Why have 3 of you died? Blooming heck, man. Not looking for any deaths here, and I feel like this fight couldn't really have gone much better. You know, we got our cavalry, you know, in the right positions. We got our infantry in a good line. I guess they all just got up and at us a little too quickly there, but it looks like a fight that's very much in our favour, as we always knew it would be. But this is very good. This is a Nordic Lord dealt with. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to appear offline on Steam. I thought I already was offline on Steam. I normally appear offline on Steam just so that kind of stuff doesn't pop up in the videos, which I think lends a slight unprofessionalism to our recording here. And of course, we strive for professionalism, as you know. But anyway, in terms of the spring cleaning my computer, touch wood, it seems to have gone okay. Yeah, I was recording Mount & Blade for about half an hour when it broke, and I touched my graphics card and it was burning to the touch. Right now I can touch it and it's just warm, which is good news. Right, 3 dead, that's really no good at all. But hey, you know, hopefully they'll be avenged, and we have 12 Saranid horsemen now. That's a little bit special, and we'll go 1 man-at-arms, 1 infantry there. All buddy, and that veteran's become a hoosecarl. Get out of town. Okay, and we've got Nizar to upgrade as well. Should we do that right now? No, we have to be out of this screen to do it. Well, that was very, very, very good. And I think we need to worry a little bit about food. Maybe a little bit of diverse eating option may do as well. So we've got Beheshta going to level 15. We've got another Kurjit Horse Archer. We've got another. That's really good. So bloody heck, man. A lot of Mameluke in here. Right, Nizar then. Let's upgrade you if we can. And we need to work on party morale. It's a bit worrying that it's only average, but I think the reason it's only average is because us as Swadians are at war with just about everyone in the world, and therefore everyone in our war party's got reason to be a little bit upset because we're at war with their own. But, well, unless they're Rodoks. We don't have that many Rodoks in our war party. But anyway, let's see your skills, Nizar. Let's give you some agility, shall we? Because we want to upgrade your riding and weapon master and stuff soon enough. But for now, I think looting would do you nicely. I think looting would do you very nicely. And in fact, maybe let's think about some polearm action for you at some point as well. Get you properly on the killing front there. Right, Beheshta, cracking fella you are. Pretty standard. Horse archery, weapon master, riding. There we go. That's the business that we're looking for from you. Thanks very much. Brilliant. Okay, now, I think I said this in the footage that now never was, but we really need to start thinking a little bit. I already bought all the food here, I think, but we really need to start thinking a little bit about about our infantry and our food. Inventory, not infantry, and food, because we've got a lot of mouths to feed in our war party, and they can't all just eat bread, so we really need to be working a little bit more on inventory, and, you know, being able to carry around a lot more diverse food. So I think maybe when we get our next level up, which isn't a million miles away, thank God, we normally are just going for charisma and leadership, but our leadership can't be upgraded again until we have charisma of 21, so maybe we want to be thinking about persuasion, because we said persuasion already. That was one of our key areas of improvement, but also inventory management. Maybe these two are things that we really want to concentrate on with our coming level ups. But for now, I mean, we could chase down this guy. Is he running from us or is he just travelling? I don't think he's going to run from us. He outnumbers us quite severely. What I think we should do is head over to... Right now, if we look at our war party, we are lacking some sort of infantry line. So I think maybe let's get some... And we can't really record... we can't recruit, I should say, any Nords. So I think Swardian Sergeants might be the way to go on that front. So let's go. Swardian Sergeants, Rodok Sergeants, you big silly. Or Swardian Sergeants. In fact, they're both as good as each other for the most part. So I think that may be where we look. And then we'll just go and we'll look and we'll try and pick some more fights. And we'll try and, you know, see if there are any castles easy to us. A Hun castle isn't that well garrisoned, but it does require a siege tower, not ladders. So it gives the Nords time to get their reinforcements to us. So I was thinking about maybe having a look at Rindyar Castle, but it's actually under siege already. So maybe we should just have a look back at Sanista Castle and, you know, right the wrong done to us there. But for now, any soldiers getting upgraded is stuff that I like to see. And another veteran horse archer. There's 9 of them now. That's pretty good. And hopefully there's going to be another 8 of them. That's 17 bloomin' horse archers with Beheshta leading them. I think that's pretty good. And then when we have our Mamelukes led by Nizar, man, that's going to be pretty good too. So yeah, let's make the most of not being at war with every single faction in the world by going to... Let's go to Valuka actually and see if there's any good gear for Nizar. You know, maybe if we buy him a nice polearm, he might want to stick around. But otherwise, yes, we're just looking for fights for the most part and saving the game every so often that we can. But my computer, I mean, earlier today, I'd be hearing the fans right now, and I'm not hearing the fans. So I definitely think that even if that wasn't the problem, it definitely needed a spring clean. And as I said, I got a bloody load of dust out of it. It was ridiculous. But anyway, so we'll go and we'll recruit in Serendar if we can. And it has been so foggy in the world lately. So foggy. I guess it's early Feb. Never that nicer month in terms of weather, really. But, bloody heck. Bloomin' ridiculous is what it is. Right, 3 Rodok Tribesmen. Hopefully they will eventually lend themselves to be sergeants. Village of Quinn has been looted by King Harless. That guy that we very much don't like at the moment. What is that? Enemy patrols near Unasdat Castle. Maybe we'll want to go down and check that out upon, well, I guess visiting the tavern first. Not really sure what we hope to find in the tavern. But, oh, don't be doing that. Okay, that was just a little bit of a game freezing. That wasn't the computer dying. When the computer dies, whole screen goes black, can't do anything apart from, you know, turn it off at the wall, which is a bit annoying. But anyway, the marketplace, the goods merchant. Oh, this is absolutely what we wanted to find. Lots and lots and lots of diverse food. And you know what? I think we'd probably be smart even just to sell some of our bread in order to take some of this in. Okay, right. In fact, you know what? We'll take 3 grain as well. This is where we need better inventory management, so we have more slots here. But that was really good, and we might actually, if we want to buy Nizar a good polearm, then we're going to have to sell some of that straight away, aren't we? Or are we? I mean, do we really need this book? Let's be honest, I don't think so. But there's no good polearms to buy anyway. Although we could do with a shield. A Knightly Heater Shield might do him quite nicely. Knightly Heater Shield, and then if we can just get like a light polearm or something. I'm sure they're to be found, but unfortunately not in Valuka. Right, so enemy patrols near Unastat Castle, did I hear? Let's go down there and check that out. Of course, Yalen's not ours anymore. I definitely feel like momentum is not with the Swardians right now, but to be honest, who to heck cares about that? You know, I feel no loyalty to the Swardians anymore after we were embarrassed by King Harless. We were ready to take Halmar. We needed one more day just to consolidate the troops, and then we were going to take Halmar, and then bloody he's like, nah, you ain't doing it, mate. And since then, well, we're just waiting for the time to strike. We're going to continue. We're just going to win fights where there are fights to be won. We're going to take castles where there are castles to be taken, and eventually we will break off from the Kingdom of Swardia and that absolute ungrateful swine, King Harless. But for now, we're going to go and deal with these enemy patrols near our castle in Unasdak. And then, you know what? We may have a look at Jermeg Castle or Sanuzda Castle. I think they're going to be the 2 that we'll have a look at. We've got 122. I think if we were to have... Oh, what's going on, Count Delinard? Yeah, we don't have time for feasting, Count Delinard. But if we were to see 150 or less in Jermeg Castle, it may be a good one for us to go for. I mean, it's near a lot of what we own already. It's within our area of ambition, which was that. It was that, wasn't it? Just so that we could fit Caradane. Yeah, that was our area of ambition there. There's a lot within our area of ambition, but, you know, any castle within this is going to be a castle that I covet. Right, where are we? It's paused and I'm not seeing... Not seeing. Why is that 195? Why is that not 200 in that castle? Anyway, I'm not seeing any enemy patrols here. Maybe they went back to JMA Castle, or maybe they were Nords and they came from Halmar. Either or, we'll have a look down here. But Sanuzda Castle would be a fantastic one if we can take the Hrim. Unfortunately, we can't do it by ourselves, and there's no one in the world that seems willing to help us. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, these are just Khergits. We're friends with the well, we're not enemies with the Khergits, and if we're not enemies with someone, that basically means they're our friend. Oh, 161, but 95 also. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be within our area of possibility right now. But let's have a look. Well, Halmar, we know, has about 350 or so Khergits garrisoned there. If there was another 100 of us, I'd feel confident, but there isn't another 100 of us. What we'll do is we'll take a Mameluke, that's fantastic, and we'll take 3 Spearmen there, that's fantastic, and we'll take another Horse Archer there, that's fantastic. Bloody brilliant stuff. Bloody brilliant stuff there. Okay, well, maybe we'll have a look at Sanuzda Castle. It, you know, is it going to have been that well garrisoned since they took it? Who knows? If not, well, I still have my eyes on Kel'Rodan. Any of these areas would do. We just need to be winning fights, getting XP, getting upgrades, getting our war party massive. You know, I think the way we're going to break off is we're going to ask for every castle we take to be awarded unto us, and the moment King Harlos refuses, that will be the time. That will be our excuse, because it will look as though we've been wronged, and we have been wronged, but it may look a bit spoiled if we break off purely because, you know, he took away the marshalship from us, which was totally unfair. I think we'd be totally just in having that as our reason, but I think, I don't know, if we think about honour, maybe it's a slightly more honourable reason. And 76.